What form of business do you recommend for a startup?
Any business that solves a market problem. Start with the market problem first. To understand the market is extremely important. So, there are two ways to approach a new business. One is you go with the market side and understand what the market problem is, and then you figure out a solution to solve the market problem. Or you have a radically different product, which is path-breaking in terms of its value of intellectual property, and then it brings a paradigm shift in the way the market behaves. So you have to be able to create change in these two extremities of what I term as the controlling points of creation of a new business. Most of the times, most of the Indian companies that we've seen focus on the market problem and very little on the IP side. What I term as disruptive effect. So, to give you an example, when Apple, started working on the iPad, there wasn't a real market for pads, but they created something which created a market for that product, right? So that's a disruptive way of market creation. Take the case of Facebook for that matter. Facebook, there were networks available, but what Facebook did dramatically different is creation of your own set of people that you're aligned with, and that created a dramatic different marketplace for people to connect with different people. So that's all on the disruptive side of products. On the other side, you have companies like Infosys who said, look, people need cheap services. In America, someone needs to, or the BPO or the KPO or the services companies that are here in India, most of them have said, look, there is a market problem because someone pays X dollars in the US, the same service or the same person can be sitting in India and he or she can be available at $20. So they played on a market basis, and there was a huge market in terms of creation of this, so they were able to create some value there. My opinion, I don't believe in services, but again, this is Indiaco's perspective. I don't believe in offering cheap services because that market does not create long-term, what I term as long-term sustainable value. What always creates long-term sustainable value is intellectual property-driven products.